Hey students, so I was just going to let you know that today begins the new 6 weeks. Today. So even though we don't officially start until Monday. Hey, how are you? Even though we don't officially start on Monday, we do have the 6 weeks that's going to start today. Okay. So any work that you do this weekend, hey Arturo, how are you? So any work that you do this weekend is going to count towards your grade for next 6 weeks. So if you are tired of having that, rush at the end of the 6 weeks. Oh, hey Alexander, how are you? If you're tired of having that rush at the end of the 6 weeks, let's go ahead and get that started. Now, this 6 weeks is under, yes, April 12th. The Dallas ISD calendar shows April 12th as the end of the fifth 6 weeks. All right. And you guys are going to have through April 12th to work. So let's set it here. April 12th. This is what I see on my side, y'all. This is the student. All right. Sorry, guys. Question. Do I have a good grade? Yes, Arturo, you do. I think you ended up with an A. And hello, Red Rum. Who's Red Rum? All right. So this is how I want to just show y'all how I calculate your grade. So I come here and I start March 23rd. That's today. So if you read a book and you do something today, you're going to get it. And it's going to go through April 12th. All right. Sorry, it wasn't March. It's February. February 23rd through April 12th. Those are our dates. Okay. And then I click apply. And it's going to show me who is on during those dates. And you see it says no data available. Hey, Jose. Red Rum Jose, how are you? So the no data available shows that nobody has been working on the computer yet, and this is out of my first period class. I can go through and I'm sure it'll show all the class periods no data available because nobody's working on it yet. Remember that you can just, if you are sitting at home, put a book on your phone. If you're waiting in line at Walmart, anytime that you would normally get on your phone and play a game, you could also get on your phone and read a book. And just do a real quick one, because that way you don't have to wait until the end of the 6 weeks to get your grade. You can go ahead and start getting your grade now and be done with it. And then while everybody else is scrambling and having the pain of trying to get their books together, they can go ahead and you can go ahead and just be relaxing and, working on another class grade. All right. So under the books, this is what you see on your bookshelf. I'm not sure, Arturo, how many books you've read. I'll have to check and see. Hey Dylan, how are you? I just saw you on there. Yep, you're good. You're good for your grade. When you told me to look at it, Dylan, on Friday, I checked it and it was good. So, Jose, yours is good. Arturo's, yours is great. Alexander's was good. So you guys are doing great on your grades. I wouldn't worry about it. Those who are on here. You should do a Q&A for a question that some of us have. Yeah, absolutely. What I wanted to do is go live on here, and then you guys that are on, if you wanted to try to log into a computer or a tablet or whatever at your house, we could do that for anyone that have any problems. Because y'all know y'all can always comment on any video that I have. Anytime I've got a video, y'all can comment on it and I'll reply right away. Some of you have a phone number that you can text to that I've given you whenever I've sent the link. So, and I can always do that. Anyone who needs to can do it that way. All right, so this is what y'all see when you go to all titles. Some of you have the bookshelf, right? And you go here to your bookshelf, so this should look pretty familiar to you guys. All right, I'm going to go to all titles, and those e-reads are down here between the 800s and 999. And of course, I show all books, so I have a little bit of everything on there. But you'll have your e-reads on here. Also, if you go down to the thousands and 1100s, y'all, there's an e-reads. A Day to Remember. There's a 9/11 e-read. I'm thinking Ivan would love that one. A Different Kind of Rhythm. This one is cool, guys. About a drum line for people who don't have drums. That's a really cool one. That's under the 1100s. Lexile. Beyonce. There's a lot of good ones on here. A Heroic Life. That's Nelson Mandela right there. So that'll be the story. Those of you who read about and learned about apartheid, remember the guy who gave Kez his award was fighting with Nelson Mandela against apartheid. So, yeah, that's a good one, Alexander. Then we have Bats, Bomb Detector. That might be interesting. Buried Alive. Could You Be a Hero? All right, so look on here and you might find some interesting things that are, on here that have the title that are in the thousands here, especially you guys that are up in that thousands range and 1200 range. These are some good ones for you, those e-reads. Just do them real quickly and get them over with. Because they've got some pretty interesting e-reads here that you can learn about and read about. All right, going back to the bookshelf, if I'm looking for something in the lower Lexiles, let's say I'm looking for a book, let's see, I've got the ebook of the Odyssey. I didn't realize that. There's the Odyssey. We have that one in the class, right? And these are the comic book type. Those are on, and these are on your phone, guys. I mean, I'm literally going to exactly what you have on your phone, right? There's War of the Worlds, Mulan. I wonder if that one's, I'm going to have to see if that one is a graphic novel. Let's see. Looks like, yep. There's another graphic novel, The Legend of Mulan. And if you want to read it and you need the support, click the support and it'll read to you. Now you can change that speed there.
No, don't get up.
To fast.
I see
there we
that
go.
You've been wounded. Hua Mulan, you saved my life today, so I want you to know that I have just promoted you to...
All right. So if you want to read about Mulan, you can do that. But I'm showing quite a few good titles here that are not too difficult. Yes, small books can count as extra credit. So you can do as many small books as you want to. So your BR to 199 or 200 to 300, those little short books, if you need some extra credit, you can have that. I don't want you to spend all your time on that. I was going to pull up also an email that I got on Friday. Here it is. All right. The email tells us he's given us an update on the status of our independent reading contest. Okay. And let me see. Let me pop this out so we can see it a little bit better. Because there's a chart on here that shows you who is number one. These are the high schools. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, either way. All right, so this is the reading contest. So here's the high school. Middle schools. Look who's number one. Look at that rank. Number one, Edie Walker. This is the average number of words we've read per student. Now, here's the deal, guys. If you look, T.W. Brown is right under us, and they are 7,000 words away from us. That means if each one of their students reads one book, just one, then we are going to be in second place and possibly even third, because if you look here, Zumwalt is right below them. So literally, we could be in third place within a matter of days. So you guys, we've got to get that independent reading going right now. Yes, we are doing awesome and amazing. And I mean, look, we are blowing them away with 28,000 words. But like I said, if each one of their students reads one short book, because 7,000 words is a short book, if they read one short book, we're going to drop down to second place. So let's try to get our reading up, our independent reading up. Read on your phones, read at home, do whatever you can to get that independent reading, because we've got to stay in first place. Right now, that looks pretty cool, I think, being number one. And look at Marsh. Woo! Are we blowing them away or what? We are blowing them away. Yes. All right. So we got to keep going, though. We got to keep going. I love that we're number one, and I love that we're beating our rival over there, Marsh, right? Okay, but we got to keep reading and keep going, because if each student at this T.W. Brown school, if each student reads one small book, we are going to drop down to second place, and we don't want to do that. So let's go. Exactly. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Marsh. We blew you away. All right. So we have got to, yes, E.D. Walker rules. So we've got to get our reading up, guys. Let's get our words up, okay? So anytime you're sitting around, just go on there and do a book test. A lot of people were doing the book test on here. They were going here to take the book test. So they were clicking on the book and they were going to read, and then they were going down here and they were clicking on the little, the little place to do the quiz on here. We don't want to do that. We want to go to that white rainbow box to do our quizzes, because that's the only way that counts. So all the people who did that, their words did not count at all for us. So they're going to have to go back and retake it if possible, so that we can get their words counting in with us. So, because we can't lag behind. We're doing awesome, but we can't fall off the edge and drop down to second place, because that would be horrible, right? All right. So just to recap, today we're working on going through here. We're going to get our grade started for next 6 weeks. Remember, it starts today, February 23rd, and it goes through April 12th. That seems like a long time, but it's not going to be. It's going to come really fast, just like it always does. And out of nowhere, we're going to, we don't want to lose our time and stuff. So you got to be reading. Go ahead and start on your extra credit work this weekend. If you want to start a novel this weekend, that'd be amazing, because those novels, are 20,000 words. All right, so this you need to see February 23rd to April 12th. Also, our reading, because we are number one right now. We're number one with 28,000 words read per student, which is amazing. But we also need to keep reading, and we want to read as many as we can. Let's get on to some of those thicker novels and get our words up, okay? All right. Yes, we are going to win if we read a lot. We are definitely going to win. Like, we are there. We just have to keep it up. Can you have a 100? You know what? You can have a 100 if you do enough book tests and you get a 100 on every book test, then absolutely you can have a 100. So you just got to do your book test to get those 100s. All right, Arturo? Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, because my daughter's at a birthday party and I got to go pick her up in a little bit. And I wanted to do a little bit of work this weekend, but I wanted to get on here and let y'all know, read. Because you get a grade, we get the credit for it, for the words read, and we get to beat Marsh, which is amazing, right? All right. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.